Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the stuff we didn't get to during the course of the regular show today. You're going to be sad tomorrow because you're just going to have Gavin and myself to deal with because Betty Rock is going to be gone. She is taking a much-needed day off to go and hang with her dad, and I love this. Like, I am all about, like, daddy-daughter days and stuff like that because I have a daughter, and I know how important that time is. And so she's making him a birthday card and taking him to lunch.
We're celebrating his birthday, and we're celebrating my parents' 44th wedding anniversary.
That is a lot of time.
Right?
That is a lot of time. They're only 6 years away from a 50th.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think.
I know.
Do you get your parents anything for their anniversary?
No.
No.
We don't.
That's them, not me.
Yeah, I've never understood that, honestly.
I can
Do you
understand,
get
like,
anything for your wife?
For our anniversary?
Yeah.
no, but like the kids getting.
Yeah, like I would never expect Haley to get us something for our anniversary, no. Unless it's a trip, that'd be great.
Except
No.
if it's an expensive thing.
I'm glad that like my wife and I have chilled out over the course of the years
Have you?
of like gifts for anniversaries and Valentine's Day. Like Valentine's Day, we go to dinner. Like we don't do gifts for that anymore. We do cards for Valentine's Day, and then so we do birthday gifts and then obviously Christmas gifts. But yeah, we'll usually go to dinner or something. Every once in a while, we would do like a weekend getaway or something like that for our anniversary. But not a ton, which is I gotta tell you, it's kind of nice. Like it's nice. I remember one time I did an anniversary gift. It was like for our 28th anniversary, and like I did a thing of like 28 things I like about you.
Yes, and you hated that you had done that.
Yeah, because by about 18, you're like, I got 10 more to go, and I don't know. Like you've said all the nice things you can say. It gets a little hard, actually. We still have notes around our house, like sticky notes in our house, because I had done that for her one time, like left her sticky notes all over the house. And she still keeps them up there, and that was years ago because we've been married 33 years. This next year will be 34. Holy cow.
Woo.
Yeah. That's a long time to tolerate me.
Amen to that.
I know. Let's get into some of this stuff here. When we get to it, I have a birthday, which we'll get to in a little bit. But there is a new American Girl doll. Did you have these? Well, you had knockoffs.
Yeah, I wanted Molly because she had dark brown hair like me and she wore glasses like me.
Yeah.
But they are expensive, and my parents didn't have the money, and they also knew that I wouldn't play with it.
Yeah.
Like it was just a waste of money, and they were right. So I never got one.
That's
My
just
daughter
smart
had
parenting.
Yeah. She had one. She had Kit.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
the
sister
blonde.
had
Like
Kit.
her, yeah. And she loved it, but yeah, like she didn't play with it a ton, didn't take it some little girls, I mean, they take them everywhere they go and stuff like that.
Or to the restaurant.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Go to the American
We did
Girl
that.
doll store.
We went to the American Girl doll store restaurant one time. Oh my gosh.
It's actually
Big
really
mistake.
well done, though.
Yeah, it's well
It's
done.
very expensive.
Yeah.
But like we did that
You've
for my
been?
sister. Yeah, we did it for my sister. It's out in California? Or
We went to
are there
one in
multiple?
Atlanta.
Okay, we went to one in California and probably LA. And it's if you're like a little girl, you walk into that store, you're the princess in that moment.
Oh, for sure. Well, they've got a new American Girl doll. It's Raquel Reyes.
Raquel
Reyes. She
You guys can roll your R?
brings. You can't roll your R's. Oh, you can't speak Spanish then, like us. Perro. Rojo. She brings vibrant storytelling to life with the love of DJing, taste testing paletas at her family's Kansas City shop, and spending time with her rescue pup, Luzita.
Oh,
I like
I
this.
just love like the fact that they have written all this backstory. Like she loves to travel to the East Coast for a family reunion and her cousins to go see her abuela for a time with them. And it's so funny though. They're so stereotypical. Like her family has a paleta shop. If you were a comedian and you wrote a story about this girl, like living in Kansas City, having a paleta shop, loves DJing, people would be like, "You're a racist. You're a screaming racist. You're taking all the stereotypes and you're making them, applying them to this little girl. She's not any of that." But like when American Girl does it, they're honoring her heritage. You know?
yeah, it is a little confusing.
I don't know. They could have gone like further, but like I don't know. Is it not honoring her heritage?
No, it is, but I'm saying that there's a double standard, like when a comedian uses stereotypes
sure.
in their jokes, because stereotypes exist because, guess what? They're based in reality. Now, stereotypes sometimes can be blown up and out of proportion to absurdity to be satire, but the reason that stereotypes exist is because there is some kernel or nugget of truth for that thing to exist.
Yeah.
But it just hit me like I was thinking about that. Like some comedian wrote this about Raquel Reyes at her paleta shop with her family.
They could have done
they get
worse.
drilled.
They could have done worse. They could have made her like a Taco Bell owner or a
Right. Yeah.
or like a taco truck. That would have probably been the most stereotypical thing they could have done.
For sure. But like Chad,
sounds
Pastor Chad, who was here, and like he was spending time working with his friend's taco truck, and Chad is Mexican, and it was funny because he would tell us things that he would do, and I'm like, dude, break the stereotype, you know. But again, the stereotypes are based in reality. And when you're mature enough, you can handle the fact that something is a stereotype instead of being offended by it. Or the worst is when like white people get offended for ethnic people about things. Or like, the other thing that drives me crazy is like cultural appropriation. Like where if you have dreadlocks, you're culturally appropriating and things like that. No, it's a hairstyle, and you hate washing your hair. There you go, knock yourself out. But like everybody's so sensitive about so many of those different stereotypes and things like that. I had something else with regard to this, and I cannot think of what it was.
About stereotypes or American Girl doll?
Oh, now I got it. Thank you.
There we go.
About my daughter, and like where she didn't love like the American Girl dolls, like didn't take them everywhere. She came out to Disney. She met us multiple times out at Disney when we were down there because she lives in Florida. And on the last night, we had a bigger room than we were supposed to get. They upgraded us, which was great because they had space. And so we're like, hey, if you and your husband want to come out, you can crash at our hotel because we're going to go to breakfast the next morning and you're going to take us to the airport. So we're going to be out late the night before. You don't want to go home and come back. You can swing by and you could stay. And so they come and they stay. And for the one night, she still brought her Mickey Mouse.
Aww.
She's had this Mickey Mouse that she's had since she was born. And its shorts are falling off. It is so ratty. It smells. She won't let anyone touch it to wash it. I mean, this is her security thing, and she still brings it, and Spencer's really good about it. He's like, yeah, that's the mouse. This was the thing that she went back into a building, back to her room to get instead of her laptop when there was a fire alarm going out and we were being evacuated from the hotel. She went back for that
Priorities.
mouse. I know. I get it.
Nothing will set your priorities quicker than a fire alarm.
Yeah, you see what you care about. Like me, I would have a really hard time like on a plane and they're evacuating and they're like, okay, we're going to go to the slides. Don't bring anything. Just go. I would have a hard time not trying to get my bag out of the overhead bin because it's got my laptop in it.
You said it smells. What does it smell like?
Dirt.
Like mildewy?
Yeah.
Is it like...
You know, she could wash it. I watched a girl once that she washed, her husband made her wash her baby blanket.
Yeah.
And
a blanket, that's easy.
Well, she put it in a bathtub full of OxyClean or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was shocking the amount of crud
Oh, for sure.
that was on it. And when she showed a before and after of the colors, it was insane.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
One time when she was little, I pretended to dunk him in the toilet because I used to do that to her.
You're a good dad.
Look, she talks to her therapist about it. It's fine. But so I was pretending to dunk it in the toilet. Instead, I ran part of its ear underwater, and that part of its ear to this day still feels different. She was so mad. But
How old
like,
was she?
Too old. Like she was like, I think in her teens. But like, yeah, that part of the ear where the water hit it, it still feels different. Because I figured, okay, it feels different today, but by tomorrow it'll be normal, and it did not. So I have no idea. If you wash that thing, man, if it survived the wash, there are companies that will clean them.
yeah.
She doesn't want it.
She wants
She wants it just like it is.
Okay.
I was really sad. There's a lady that is booked like 2 years out that will paint they call them loveys, will paint your daughter or your son's like lovey, and the paintings are pristine and they're exactly like the character. Like this lady's that good, but she's that good of an artist. She opens up the things for a year, and you try to basically go online and get your name in, and they sell out in 10 seconds, 20 seconds. And so my wife was trying to get one of this, and she wanted it just as ratty. And I know there are other people that do it, but this lady is kind of like the best at it. And so I was bummed that she wasn't able to get that because it was expensive, but it would have been, I think it would have been worth it.
Yeah.
There are certain things that I'm like, I don't mind spending money on that are like, you know, like sentimental and things like that.
Do you think that the, let's say the mental side of things for her when it comes to if you did fully clean Mickey, would he just not be Mickey anymore?
It wouldn't be the same.
Like it wouldn't be like her Mickey at that
that's
point.
It. Yeah. I think that's
gross.
it. Yeah, it's gross. We should have been washing it throughout the time when she was little.
Set that standard
before she could fight back.
Hey,
you know?
Mickey takes a bath just like you.
Exactly. Yeah. But I mean, I can't argue with the fact that when it got wet, it changed. It's not. It was that
so
one little area
fascinating.
is not as soft, and so if the whole thing wasn't as soft, but yeah, he's seen some rough times, and so it'll be interesting when like she has kids. Like, will she give up that Mickey? I don't think she will.
Yeah, I don't think she will either.
Where does he take residence? Like, is he on a shelf Mickey or is he?
Oh no, he's on the bed Mickey. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He go. Yeah.
That's fascinating.
He go. No, she's not like a lunatic. Where it's like
We're like not that far away though.
No. Like lunatic is when you take it to the park with you because you can't function, and it's like an emotional support stuffed animal.
Or if she talks to.
Yeah.
Does she?
No, that's like next level. No, she's not like that. It's just something that's a comfort thing when she sleeps, you know, kind of thing. Oh man, I woke up out of a dead sleep last night. Like I was out, but it was early, but I swear on my life, I heard one of my doors open. Yeah.
And this is what your wife does, and she makes you go check it.
I know. And I got up. She didn't hear it.
Oh,
and,
you did get up.
Oh, yeah, I got up.
Nice.
I was so sure that I got up, and then she kind of woke up. She's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm checking the house." And so I got up, and she's like, "Well, turn on a light this time," because last time she's like, "What are you going to do, shoot in the dark?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so this time I turned on a light. But yeah, I was slightly nervous because I felt in my soul I had heard that door open and everything was locked up, but it
Creepy.
was so yeah.
Yeah, and that's tough because then you lay back in bed and you're like, but what if I did?
I know.
And they just hit it really well.
I'll tell you this, one of the worst things I've ever experienced in my life was like a night terror. I remember it vividly. I was in Atlanta, and so we were asleep upstairs, and I opened my eyes and I saw a demon-like character.
No.
Yeah. Sitting at the foot of my bed.
No.
And I was
Sasha?
paralyzed with fear. Like it wasn't like a
That would
scary
freak
guy.
me
Like, yeah,
out.
I mean, I'll get up and we'll figure this out. But like, it was like this demon thing, and I was so terrified. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. It was one of the most jarring things.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah, and I'm not a big spiritual warfare guy. Like, and I'm not like I don't live my life like that. But and I'm sure it was just my mind cultivating something, and it freaked me out. But it felt so real.
That would freak me out.
Yeah, that I've never experienced a fear like that before in my life. Even like getting up to go like check my house. At least that I'm like, it's a human, I can deal with this.
Well, that's one thing too, because there's visual and there's audible too.
Yeah.
Like if you visually saw,
that's the thing.
That's way worse. Because I had a terror when I was in like high school at one point. There's a line from a Batman movie where the Joker says something. He says, "Look at me," like it's like he screams the line, whatever. But I remember I was laying in bed and like. I just so legitimately heard that voice like right next to me. Yeah. And like I'll tell you, I slept in one of those loft beds. Like I was down from out of that in the hallway, and I was just I'm like and then you look around, and you're like, it's one of those things where I know something's out there in my bed.
Well, Gavin asked Betty, because Betty lives on her own, and he asked Betty, like, have you ever been scared, at your own house? And you said no, which I'm a little surprised.
No, I can't think of any time where I was like, what was that?
You watch so many murder shows too.
Yeah,
like I
you're
can't
so
even imagine.
likely to be afraid.
Yeah,
Not from like who you are as a person, but just the circumstance.
No.
your environment. I guess you figure the boys will protect
Well,
you.
I would say this
Right.
because you're in an apartment complex, correct?
Yeah.
So I think that there's something that's different too, because we used to live in an apartment, and Haley would get like sleep paralysis, just like in fear and all this stuff.
Really?
She gets it worse at our house because, and for like the years now. But she says it's scarier because you know that the noise that you heard isn't the next door neighbor doing
Right.
something.
Yeah, you
At the
can't
apartment,
justify it.
At the apartment, you're like, just Sarah upstairs, just
Right.
bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
As opposed to you hear something in a house, you're like,
And
maybe.
that's why when I heard what I swear was a door opening, and I know it was my brain, but like when I heard it, there was no other justification for it. Like we got woken out of a dead sleep one time, like with a weird sound, but the computer had the power had flashed on and off, and it reset the computer. And we were both trying to figure out what is that noise in the other room.
I think I told this story, but I'll tell it again. I was too young to remember it, but my parents, when the house I grew up in, it was out in the boonies, and there was one night that we lost power due to a storm or something. And so when the power went out, my parents were like, well, we might as well just go to bed. So we all three went to bed, and in the middle of the night, all the electricity came back on. And that means all the lights came on. My dad had been listening to Willie Nelson on like full
Of course he
blast.
did.
And all of a sudden, my mom was like, all I remember is waking up in a dead sleep and hearing Willie Nelson like singing so loud. And that freaked them out. They're like, oh my gosh.
When you wake up out of a dead sleep, it takes a minute for you to get your bearings and stuff. But then there's other times when you wake up so cognitive.
Yeah.
Like when like last night when I woke up, I was clear.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like at midnight or so, I got up to go to the bathroom. The old guy I am.
Yeah.
And I remember like literally, it felt like I was like it felt like I couldn't walk because I was just like I was still like 3/4 of the way asleep trying to get there.
Yeah.
That is something where like it's hard to go back to sleep after.
Yeah, this one I was so clear. But then when I walked around and I'm like, okay, everything's locked. It's good. I know it was just me waking myself up out of a sleep. But I was surprised. I thought I was going to be awake. I was back asleep so fast.
I mean, if you've like really like done the homework to say
yeah,
that.
because I know it's safe. Now I know it's good. If I had laid there longer, there are times where you'll hear something and you'll lay there going, I wonder how this is going to play out. And then you're like, I'm so tired. I don't want to get up. And you keep looking at the door and you're like, okay, is there going to be a figure in the door? Because then I'm going to have to deal with this. And you give it about 5 minutes or so. And you figure if you haven't had to fight anyone, you're probably pretty good.
Yeah.
And so then you go back to sleep.
I would ask you this as like a married man, do you sleep closer to the door?
I do. Yeah.
I have to sleep closer to the door, which is bad for Haley because I'm not a good defender.
It's like that Nate Bargatze bit.
Yeah.
We have a strategy. She doesn't know it. She's going to lunge for him. She's going to say it feels like a push. No, that was a lunge. You just don't know what a lunge is, honey. But it's funny because my wife, her strategy is always that she sleeps closest to the bathroom because when we travel, she's the one that gets up the most. But at home, I'm the one that's closest to the bathroom. I have no idea why. That's the one place because she has to get up, walk around the bed, and that's the one place that rule I guess doesn't. I guess because it's always how we've always slept on those sides of the bed, and in other houses she was closer, but not in this one. So I don't know. Anywho, we got some birthdays to get to. Oh no, we haven't even got to your story. Oh my gosh, what in the world?
You just take 20 minutes.
I prattled.
Those were good.
I prattled on like crazy. So just call me Prattle Boy, which would be my name. It could be my name if I changed it to that. Like celebrities who change their names.
Yes, I'm so glad you brought that up.
Smooth.
Did you know that Leonardo DiCaprio could have been called Lenny Williams.
That's like a country
That's a
name.
bad name.
Titanic being brought to you, starring Lenny
Williams.
Oscar
Yeah.
award-winning
So
actor.
it turns out that Leonardo DiCaprio is his actual real birth name, but his agent told him when he was trying to get started in Hollywood, he said, I think it sounds too ethnic, and I don't think you're going to get any jobs because of it. Well, Leonardo's father is a mix of Italian and German.
Okay.
So
Leonardo.
Lenny Williams came from Leonardo DiCaprio's middle name, which is Wilhelm.
Oh.
Not William,
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm.
I didn't know that.
Okay. So it's Leonardo Wilhelm
Wilhelm.
DiCaprio. When Leonardo told his father he was thinking of changing his name to Lenny Williams, his father was like, over my dead body, will
Good for
that
you.
happen? And so he didn't change it. He stayed with Leonardo, and look at him today. He's an A-lister. Now, a couple of people that could have changed their name and did or didn't includes Bruno Mars. Do you know Bruno Mars? That's not his real name.
I didn't think it was.
His real name is Peter Gene Hernandez.
Peter Jean.
That is a
Peter
good-
Gene.
That is
Yeah.
a good move.
That's rough.
Good
That is
move
a
on his
real,
part.
Yeah.
real good
Bruno
idea.
Mars is a lot better.
PJ.
Then those who refused to change their names, like Leonardo, Christina Aguilera, she was told
that's
you should
great.
change your name. She said no. And then also Zoe Saldana. Saldana?
Saldana?
Saldana.
Okay.
Okay. So
Can't
they
say that.
said that she should have changed
Maybe
her
that's
name.
why
and she
they
didn't.
wanted to do it, because
Yeah.
people like Betty.
She's gotten big for her X-Men roles. Is that what it is?
She was really big in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Okay, because
Oh, okay.
I know her from the
Zoe
Britney Spears movie.
Saldana.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
That's funny. Who's ever said that
She was in
story?
the
I know,
Britney Spears
sadly,
movies?
I can. Yeah.
Huh.
Crossroads.
Interesting.
I'm not a girl. Da-da,
Engelbert Humperdinck was not a
I'm
real
not
name.
yet a woman. Oh, I like Engelbert Humperdinck.
Yeah, but that's not his real name.
When will you say yes to me? Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do.
Do you
Tell
know?
me cuando.
Do you know Jason Gray, the Christian artist Jason Gray? That's not his real name.
Oh, really?
His real name is Jason Gay. I'm not making that up. And so he changed it.
That might have been a good call.
Yeah,
a
for
great
this
call.
format.
For this format.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
call.
And Jason's not like a one name that you can really like go off of.
Yeah. Like Bono. Like Bono's cool.
Easy one letter switch.
Yeah. So he changed his name. I'm pretty sure about that. I'm sure.
That's a
I'm
tough-
positive.
And by
You can
sure,
look it
he
up.
means 40%.
No, it's one of those things. Sometimes I learned things years ago, and then I'm like, oh wait, was I supposed to say that? But like this was something I learned like 10 years ago, 14 years ago since being here.
So it doesn't matter anymore.
No, it's fine. Everybody's aware.
Anyway,
Now
Yeah,
they are, at
anyway,
least.
I've got a birthday before you get to yours. The subject was offended and triggered. I'm like, oh, for the love.
Someone being funny, right?
So
Come
I
on.
start reading it, and this is the length of the
I was
email.
wondering why you had such a big email.
It is long.
Uh-oh.
Been listening for 12 years. You were my saving grace. I was shocked when I
Blah, blah,
listened
blah,
to you guys.
blah,
Last
blah,
year, I finally
blah.
succumbed to the world of podcasts, started doing them. I love the birthday shout outs for everyone. But Betty Rock,
yep.
I was all
the best.
excited. My name is Madeline. I often go by Maddie. So I remember when Betty Rock said Madeline, this was just the other day, I got so excited, but she was wishing someone else a happy birthday. I had sent mine in, and I guess it was overlooked. My heart sank
Oh.
deep into the ground, and then she lays it on really thick. And I'm like, dadgummit, man. Betty, why would you do this to this lovely lady, Maddie? But then she goes on, she says, I hope by now you're realizing that I'm being facetious and trying to be a drama queen. I'm like, okay, because you had me for the first like three paragraphs. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I don't need to deal with this today. So you're welcome. That was, I guess, your birthday present to me, or mine to you is that you got me. So congratulations, Maddie, and happy birthday from all of us to you. Wish you was a birthday so we can party too. Hey! Give you a good one there because you are the best. So, Maddie, thank you for listening, being a potty, and happy birthday.
Zach wants to wish his daughter Remy a happy birthday.
Hey, Remy.
Said Remy loves the Wally Show and has the intro and outro to the podcast memorized.
Oh, that's funny.
And says it along with Betty Rock every time we listen. Wow, you're better than me because I can't remember what I say. We have a would you rather question. Would you rather wear flip-flops every day for the rest of your life or snow boots?
Oh, flip-flops.
Flip-flops.
And unless it's
That's
cold.
tough because if it's, you have to think about it, because if you're wearing, what was the other option?
Snow
boots.
With shorts, which again, maybe you don't wear shorts too often.
I can rock
do.
that. Yeah.
I do not want to wear snowshoes all the time. But then I can't walk outside
Flip-flops.
in the winter.
I used to hate flip-flops, like the ones that go between your toe
that's
and
gross.
the first two toes. I don't wear slides. I've gotten to where I can wear flip-flops now. I hated flip-flops when I was growing up.
Yeah.
But now
I don't want anything
actually,
in my toes.
I actually don't mind them. But yeah, you feel like you're holding your shoes on with your toes. Same
Really?
with Crocs. Yeah, like Crocs, you always have your toes kind of like bent down to hold them on. I hate Crocs.
No, it's the worst.
Yeah.
I would go with snow boots, but
Did
it's
you?
because I'm typically more cold-natured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm okay with it.
But you grew up without shoes.
That's true.
Like till you were probably 19 or so. Like, did you, like when you came home from school as a kid and your mom and dad said, go outside and play with the goat. Like, did you, Betty Mom, when you, I was showing my wife that the other day, Bobby Mom, and it just
You
made
did
me
it on
laugh.
air too.
I know, I did it during
Mom.
support drive. But when you would get home and your mom would say, Two Blossom, why don't you go outside and run around and play with the goat or whatever? Would you were you a barefoot kid?
no.
No, so you wore your shoes all the time.
Yeah, but I think I had like just old ones that,
Yeah.
like old white Keds that weren't white anymore. I just had to wear those. But you have to keep in mind, I lived out in the boonies.
Yeah.
So, I
Right.
mean, I was stepping on rocks and,
Sticks and snakes.
yeah.
Goat poop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff that's sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, like I don't understand like the free spirit people. They're like, I just don't want to wear shoes. I watched a girl like she was like getting ready for her wedding, and you're like, oh okay. And then they're doing it outside at a farm, and then she takes her shoes off, and she's getting married barefoot. You're like, oh,
maybe it's
What
a
about like
grounding
what about like
technique.
road tripping? If somebody takes their shoes off during the road trip in the car,
that's fine.
if they're in like the passenger seat or the back seat, because
Yeah, but don't put them on the dash.
Haley does that. Yeah. Don't throw your nasty feet up in the air.
Oh yeah. It's like I take my shoes off on transcontinental flights across like the ocean.
Yeah, you wear them like in the house all day.
Yeah. But on a plane, I'll take my shoes off because it starts to bother my feet for sitting there for 12 hours. But then the worst thing is I don't always put them on when I go, if I use the restroom on the plane. Sometimes I'll go just in my socks.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's a little weird.
Betty Frog's face.
I guess if you're wearing shoes at home, you're always ready to do something.
Yeah.
Like if you need to go to the garage or something. Yeah. I see the logic there.
My wife is always like, the first thing she asks me when I get home, are we going anywhere? And I'm like,
Yes.
no, we're not going to go anywhere today.
That
Okay,
like
good.
determines the outfit choice.
It
And
determines the rest of the day for her. Oh, good. I can stay in my pajama
Yes.
pants, and now I can also take off the top stuff I was wearing, because like then she'll put on like a pajama shirt or something, and like at 3 p.m. Like
Her life.
I know it's pretty great. Yeah, I would like her life, to be honest with you.
Sounds wonderful.
It does. And so like yeah, she makes that decision based on that. And then like if I tell her, oh yeah, we're not going anywhere, but then like an hour later I decide to go somewhere, she's like, oh, now I got to get redressed. I'm
Yeah.
like, your life.
Haley do the same thing. I'll be like, let's go on a walk. And she's like, I have to throw on a ton of different stuff now.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, you
on
could
shorts.
just walk out in like your
Yeah.
sweatpants.
Put on some shoes. Yeah, there's a lot of rules. There's a lot of rules.
Being a
with
guy
women.
is easier.
It is definitely easier and better. All right, that's going to have to do it for your Aftercast for today. And as always, thanks for being a potty.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.